Let's make puff pastry from scratch. Add 2 1/4 cups of all-purpose flour and 1 teaspoon of salt to a large bowl and give it a mix. Then add 3/4 of a cup of water a little at a time, stirring it into the flour until a dough forms. Mix with a sturdy spoon and then use your hands. Do not add all the water at once, you may not need it all. Then knead the dough a few minutes, adding a little extra flour as necessary to keep it from sticking. Roll and shape it into a large square. Dust it with flour and then cover it with plastic wrap. Chill the dough for 30 minutes. Take 1 cup of unsalted butter and cut it into small pieces. Dust it with a bit of flour and pound it together and then shape it into a square about 6 inches by 6 inches. Wrap the butter in plastic wrap and chill it with the dough for 30 minutes. Once chilled, unwrap both the dough and the butter block. Place the butter block on top of the dough. Make a guide where the butter is, then remove it and roll out the corners of the dough a little bit. Add the butter to the middle and then turn it so you can fold the dough around it into a pouch. Flip it over and place it seam side down and roll it lengthwise, about 18 inches or so. Roll it widthwise a bit so it's about 10 to 12 inches wide. Fold it over in thirds and wipe off any excess flour on top. Roll it again lengthwise and widthwise and fold again into thirds. At this point, the dough will be too warm and too soft. So wrap it in plastic wrap and then chill it in the fridge for 30 minutes. Unwrap the dough and then roll it out again and fold it again. Do that one more time, then wrap it and chill it for 30 minutes. Now it is ready to be used. If you want to store it for later, cut whatever part you want to store, then fold it with parchment paper in between the folds. Wrap it with plastic wrap and place in a freezer bag and freeze for up to a few months. You can use it in any recipe that calls for puff pastry. Here's a quick little cinnamon pastry. Cut it into triangles, then add some butter on top, followed by some cinnamon and sugar. Bake at 375 Fahrenheit or 190 Celsius for 22 to 26 minutes until it puffs up and it's golden brown. Let it cool a few minutes, then eat that flaky, crunchy, delicious homemade puff pastry. Enjoy! Find the full written recipe on my website, inthekitchenwithmatt.com.